I'm Olivia Bailey, and if you're seeing me right now, you're probably watching EHC-TV on Comcast Cable, but you might be listening to WEHC 90.7. It might be the halftime show of the football game. You're hearing or seeing us. We're glad you're tuned in. My guest today is Rachel Kroggel, who is a swimmer on the ENH women's swimming team. Thank you for being on the set today, Rachel.
Thank you for having me. It's good to be here.
Thank you. So, swimming. It's something that we participate in. It's an activity that we love to do when we're little. So how did you get involved competing in swimming?
Actually, I got recruited to a couple of colleges for lacrosse, but they were all really far away, and I came here and I loved it here. And I had a good friend, Robert Carrington, who swam in high school, and he said, oh, go out for the swim team. They need people, and because we were building a program then, and we still are building a program, so it was kind of just fell into my lap, and I got involved in it my freshman year, and I love it.
Okay, so the transition from lacrosse to swimming, what changes did you have to make athletically, maybe emotionally? What kind of changes did you have to make?
It was definitely very difficult. It's a very new sport for me. You have to breathe differently. It's a completely new way of thinking about a sport, and it's difficult to get used to, but I'm not sure.
So what events do you participate in?
I participate in mostly long distance and breaststroke. So the mile and the 1,000 and the 800 and breaststroke.
Okay, so for someone who, if you just throw them into the pool like me and the only way they know to go is up, what does that mean? Like what kind of things do you have to do? Breaststroke, what does that consist of? How do you prepare for that?
Breaststroke has a completely different kick, and it's the slowest of all the strokes, but freestyle is all the long distance. You can't do long distance for any other stroke, but freestyle is the easiest of the strokes and the fastest, I would say.
Okay, and you say that you participate in long distance, and swimming, as a lot of people know, is one of the most difficult sports as far as training your body. You use almost all of your muscles in preparing for swimming and participating in swimming. So what kind of exercises do you do? Do you lift weights? What kind of things do you do to prepare for your meets?
Well, right now we do 2 days of weights, and you work primarily on the muscles that you're going to use, and you build them more for lean muscle than for bulk muscle. And we do a lot of core. My coach loves to do core work. And in the water, we do, depending on if you're short distance, mid distance, or long distance, your workout will vary, but you do different sets of different intervals. Like yesterday, everyone did 3 200s, and you try and do them on a certain time pace. And then tonight, I think we're doing 100s, and you do them on a different time pace. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Okay. When you say 100s and 200s, as far as pool length, what is that? Is that like down and back? Is that down in our pool? What is that?
Well, our pool's a meter pool, but it's basically the same as a yard pool. It's just a little longer. But down and back is a 50, so 1 lap would be a 50, so 2 laps would be a 100, and so on and so forth.
Okay, and you say that coming in that you had this big transition, and it seems like the swimming program is going through that again, the new coach coming in. So where would you say the swimming program is at now, and where do you expect it to go within the next few months?
Well, our new coach is very, very ambitious, and although we still have a small team and it's difficult for us to compete on this level with this very small team, I think it will go a lot further this year and in the coming year with our coach this year and our coach next year. I think it'll make a tremendous leap than it has in the past.
Okay, and for you, what does swimming do for you personally? Like, is it just a form of exercise, or I know we had some runners on the set last week who said that running for them is like a stress reliever. So what, in your personal life, what does swimming do?
I would agree. It's definitely cathartic. It's a good way to stress relieve, and with swimming, a lot of times you're underwater, so you can just kind of think, and it's quiet, and you can think about the workout that you're doing. You don't have a lot of distractions, and it's a nice way to like end my day, I guess.
Yes. Okay. And so in your personal life, coming to Emory, you said you had a lot of big changes with that, changing from lacrosse to swimming. But what are you studying here at Emory?
I'm a Spanish major in comparative political science.
And what do you expect to do with that?
I'm not sure. I might go to law school, or I'd love to be an interpreter. I think that would be really interesting. So I'll either go to law school or grad school.
Okay, and as you've developed here and seen a lot of different things, what are some of your favorite things here at Emory? Whether it's like swimming traditions or maybe organizations that you've become involved in, what are some of your favorite things at Emory?
I love the small community and my small classes, and I'm involved in a sorority, and I have a lot of fun with that. They help me through a lot of difficult things, so it's like having a second family here. And I do love swimming. As I said, it's I think I have a good balance of things going on right now.
Mm-hmm. And do you, at any point in time, being a student athlete and being a part of a sorority, do you ever feel like you get overwhelmed with anything?
Yes, I think I get more stressed than I would like to think, or I would like to, but my coach actually helps me a lot with that, and when I can't make it to sorority things, they understand that I have a lot going on with swimming, and if I can't make something else, people understand that people around Emory are really involved in a lot of things. So.
And so what are some of your responsibilities with swimming as far as meets and practices and maybe team gatherings or anything like that?
Well, we all try and motivate each other a whole lot. We don't have a specific team captain right now. I was a team captain last year, and we all try and help each other through each meet, because I get really nervous and a couple of other girls get really nervous, and we have to kind of talk each other through it, but it's good.
Okay. And as being a leader in the past, how do you feel like that's influenced your swimming coming into this year? I think you guys have already had one meet. So how has that influenced you coming into this season?
I don't really know. It helps, being a leader in the past has helped me to motivate people, I guess, and to try and keep their spirits up, and we all try and do that. That's actually one of our team goals, is to help each other through each practice, and we're like, oh, I think Caitlin did this really well today, or I think Masha did this really well today, and I don't know, it's kind of a team effort to be a leader, I guess.
Okay, so what do we have to look forward to? Are there any meets coming up?
We have 2 meets actually in November, but they're both away, but we do have a meet on January 21st here. So.
Okay, and we wish you best of luck on those. Thanks for being on the set.
All right.